Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of Wordle with Art. Let's spin the wheel, see where we're going to land today. It's going to be... Wow. That was close. And the funny thing is I know both of the submitters for those two words. Stormcloud, had it landed on there, would have come from Alistair, who by trade, I believe, is a meteorologist. Tesla coils, however, came from our good friend Ranksk. And that is a cool one. Thank you so much, my good friend Ranksk. Tesla is obviously an inversion of least and SLATE, which Scoredle always likes to start with. And coils is awesome. Possibly the only minor quibble I would have with this is just the L and the S are, well, the L is perfectly duplicated in Tesla, so that won't get us any new information. And the S is also duplicated. And plus S is usually not in the end. So that's the only little minor strike. Apart from that, the letters are just off the charts amazing. So Tesla coils will be pretty exciting to put in. I just hope it, matches nicely with whatever word we have for today. All right, so Tesla coils it is. Very cool. Let's dismiss the wheel. Let's go straight to Wordle. And it seems like folks do enjoy the dark theme, which I do as well. And it looks like we've just got a little bit of a issue with the keyboard, right? So I can fix that real quick if you guys don't mind. Let's just fix that for us so that we can see the entire keyboard. There we go. Did that work? Yes, it did. And we see all the 6 entries that I'll be putting in. Let's lock that and we're good to go. Okay, so Tesla coils. Again, I've got issues with my mic. So you might hear that annoying little reverberating sound, the metallic reverberating sound. So just bear with me. Tesla got us an E and an A out of position, which is okay, but very scary because there's just so many permutations of those letters. Hopefully coils can lock something down. It doesn't. Oh, man. All right. This is going to be a tough one. Man, this is going to be really tough. I only have this A and the E, of which there's just so many possibilities. Now, the funny thing is, I could almost play off of how Scoredle would play this. I could almost play off of how Scoredle will play this, because in effect, it's like I entered SLATE. Let me think about this. SLATE. Yes, it's exactly as though I entered SLATE, and the A and the E are out of position. The A and the E are out of position. Oh my gosh, and the funny thing is I actually think I know what it does with that. It does the very word that cost me my streak. It cost a lot of people their streak. It's the infamous pairer, P-A-R-E-R. So I am going to put pairer in, which is actually not bad. I mean, it is going to help track down the E. It'll track down the A. We're basically inverting their positions. And we introduce the P. And, the R is duplicated. But again, Scoredle knows best, right, guys? So let's see if pairer helps us out. It did. Whoa. It really did help out. Oh, my goodness. So, see, we're starting to think like Scoredle here, guys. That's pretty cool. Now, if I could get this in 4, that would be really cool. I don't think it's going to happen, even though the A is obviously going to go in front. I just feel like there's going to be too many options here. Oh, boy. It's funny. It is an ER word, but I don't think something beginning with A should be that bad. Amber. Amber. Okay, so amber does come to mind. Let's see what else it could be. I mean, amber does fit. It just, for some reason, I'm just wondering if that word had popped up before. Amber. It's not after, is it? It's not after. You know what? I'm going to go with amber. Bada bing, bada bang. How about that, guys? That was very good. That was very good. 30-game winning streak. Let's just take a quick peek at this, guys. I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? I mean, that was very well played. I think even my good friend Ranksk would approve of my performance. Guys, I'm telling you, that was absolutely ingenious because what we did is we took advantage of the anagram of Tesla becoming SLATE. We knew that that is Scoredle's favorite starter word. And I happen to remember, I don't know why, but if I could remember half the things that my wife told me, she'd be very happy. But this for her would be absolutely ridiculous. Yet I know exactly what Scoredle goes with next. It's going to go with pairer. And it seems like a ridiculous thing to put in, but man, it's smart and it knows what to do. It locked me in the E and the R. The A obviously had to go in front. And then I just came up with amber. I was a little nervous because I wasn't sure if we had used that before, but it just seemed like the only reasonable one. Now, having said that, of course, getting it in 4 is nothing spectacular, right? That's basically the equivalent of getting a par on a golf course. But when you come up empty with the coils and only get the E and the A out of position, which actually is very, very scary because there's just so many permutations. I think that was really, really well played. I do give myself a 10 out of 10. And once again, guys, this is absolutely not boasting by any means. You know how many titles have I had that have been self-deprecating. And I am the first to smack myself in the face when I do screw up. This was brilliant, okay? Make no mistake about it. Having said that, I'm expecting a lot of you guys to be getting amber probably in, I'd say I'm going to see a lot of 3s because that is a nice word. It's certainly not hard. And again, I can't emphasize enough. When I look at your guys' solutions and your path to victory, I am blown away. You guys are amazing, and you particular audience members beat out everybody else's channels. My viewers are the smartest. I don't know why that is, but you know what? Great minds think alike, and I'm extremely proud of looking at your answers. Sometimes they crush Scoredle, which is extremely satisfying. When the man can beat the machine, trust me, or the woman. It is very satisfying. Now, speaking of the machine, we have to see how we did today. And of course, it's going to get it in 3, guys. Okay, are you ready for this? Brace yourself for yet another shock and awe moment because it's going to start with SLATE. The A and the E would be out of position. It's going to go with pairer, and then it's going to go with amber just like me. So are you ready? Here it goes. SLATE, pairer, amber. 3. It is going to beat me, but that's okay because, we started with Tesla coils. Let's go ahead and confirm this. I am about 99.9% confident that I have Scoredle's path to victory all lined up. Let us go ahead and dismiss the Wordle screen. Let's put on the Scoredle screen. And bam, there it is. We know that the answer was amber. Let's type that in. We know that my first entry was Tesla. And then coils, and then I went with the pairer, and then I went with amber. Oh, well, hello. Somebody was wrong. Somebody was dead wrong, and that somebody was me. Now, I was partially correct. Of course, it did do SLATE pairer, okay, so I did know its second word. Oh, but I completely overlooked anger and aider. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. So, guys, I got lucky. I got lucky big time, okay? I completely overlooked anger and aider. Yeah, we've had angry before. We had angry. I'm almost certain about that, but I guess we haven't had anger. And aider's a good one, okay? I guess somebody who helps you. Oh, boy. I feel very, very kind of like lucky right now. I really do. But, amber was the only thing that came to mind. Wow, aider and anger. Oh boy. Well, hey, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. Not at all. Looking at this, Tesla was not bad. It brought it down to 554, a factor of about 30. 360, coils was a disaster. Anytime it can't take it beyond a factor of 1, or say a factor of 2, it's terrible, especially in the beginning. Pairer did bring it down nicely, a factor of 36, and we still had those 10 possible answers, of which anger, amber, and Maybe adder would have been realistic. Augur is interesting. I know that augur is spelled A-U-G-U-R. I didn't know about that one. So there you have it, guys. Slightly, I know that was slightly disappointing. I got a little bit cocky at the end there, thinking that it would get it in three. But at least I knew about pairer. And the cool thing is, I was able to use pairer to my advantage through the knowledge of Scoredle's thinking. By the way, this is no different from if any of you happen to be chess fans. This is no different from, for instance, when you're studying a chess opening and you use, say, Stockfish, which is the most popular chess engine out there, to help you kind of like play certain moves in the opening because you can anticipate what a typical human's response will be. You plug that into the computer, and Stockfish, which is the chess engine, will tell you exactly the absolute best, most devastating move possible. And if you remember it, then you can, have a much better advantage over your opponent. So that's sort of what we're doing here. I'm very happy with that. I really am. I didn't think about the fact that Scoredle would have had to have gone through anger and Ader to get to anger, but I'm very happy that I beat it by one. Guys, please let me know in the comments, how did you do today? What was your path to victory? And as always, I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow with yet
another edition of Wordle with Art.